And I realized something else too. I actually did this out of my normal order. W-Tank fills up all your weapons. I normally actually go after Burst Man first, but for some reason I completely blanked on that. Oh yeah, Joel Satellite is easily the superior shield. That, no doubt there, but Junk Shield is very much up there. So since I'm already kind of on the weird pattern, I'm going to go ahead and do Freeze Man. They're like, dig me. This guy like, hey, check out this beard. I'm thinking and intellectual and all that. And this stage has some cool music, no pun intended. Okay, so I'm going to lay a save state down real quick and show off the Junk Shield. So this is it here. What you basically have are three main clumps of junk and a little bit of junk behind it. And as it takes damage, it only blocks physical attacks. It does not block projectiles. But you know, you'll run into anything that see what I mean? And you can also fire it, and when it goes, it'll fire in 3 directions, but it's not always reliable to know which directions it's going to go because it spins so fast. Once it gets down to one piece of junk, it's a lot easier to tell, but by then you don't have nearly as many projectiles. And yeah, Cloud's not that difficult, and the Danger Wrap, yeah, Cloudman just hates that. It's been a while, I just forgot, I don't know why I did that. I don't remember this guy's name. It bums me out because a lot of times I can remember the names because I collect the guides and everything, and again, like I mentioned, Rowan Mithril's perfect runs, he mentions the exact names of all of them. This, I believe, is Shield Attacker Neo. I think that's the designation. And you see the idea behind that. Not too difficult to deal with, but still pretty cool. And this is an Ice Teku, I think is the name. And it'll drop those ice sickles down on you, and obviously you don't want to have them land directly on you. However, just to give you a little demo here, if they do land on spikes, you can use them as platforms. I'm going to apologize now if I end up humming along at any point in this journey, because this music's so goddamn catchy. Shiroku Machine? Okay, I can see that. Okay, so now's where we get a little bit tricky, because we're going to try to get another one of the circuit plates. Just out of curiosity, Red, any idea what that might translate to? There we go. Japanese. Should I know what a tettle is? That's not immediately familiar. Whoops. Usually if that platform doesn't disintegrate, I have a trick where I drop on it, and the shield attacker will go underneath me. And that is a Sniper Joe, of course. Can't have Mega Man without having Sniper Joe. Okay, now I am going to make this very easy on myself. I got Rush Jet for a reason, and I'm going to use it, damn it. Look at me taking the easy way out. I don't care, it's my game, I'm good, god damn it. And that is Rush Search. Oh, Persona 4, okay. The boss weapon mechanic. It is actually possible, believe it or not, to beat Yellow Devil with the Buster. I mentioned before that Ro and Mithril did the perfect runs, which are Buster only. And it is possible to do it, it's just tedious as shit. The scary thing is he's gotten good enough at doing those to where things like Yellow Devil aren't really problematic. They just take forever. And you can see what Rush Search does. You can try it at various places. Sometimes Rush will dig up useful stuff like energy, or extra lives, even E-tanks on occasion. You can also dig up special equipment for you if you're in the right place. Sometimes he just digs up useless junk. Some of the things that he has managed to dig up, by the way, in addition to boots, are apple cores, bones, actual bones, not like robotic bones or nothing. God damn it. I am having trouble with these jumps. And Game Boys. I'm pretty sure the Game Boys only exist in the Nintendo versions of the game. They did release this game in Mega Man Legacy Collection for the GameCube. They might have been in there. And Sled Full of Bombs. I don't remember the name. But Thunderbolt makes these pretty easy. But this is another Rush Search place, I think. The Famicom's actually only appeared in the Mega Man, or in the Nintendo ones also, obviously. And that's how you know Rush has found something important. And that is the exit module, which means after I beat a Robot Master, if I come back to the stage, I can leave it at any time. What marriage really works if you don't share mechanical apex predators? I mean, you know, divorce lawyers will tell you that all the time. And Freezeman, for some reason, doesn't like junk. I don't know why. You want to jump when he does that, otherwise you get frozen into the floor. Like so. In addition to throwing the freeze cracker up at the ceiling and creating those, he can throw it right at you, and if you get hit, you get frozen in place. And proof of concept, the icicles cannot hurt you after he's been destroyed. Yeah, I love throwing my junk in people's faces. What of it? The freeze cracker fires ice bullets, doesn't it? Yes, and the bullets will split when they hit the ground. I love the Game Grumps thing, the freeze cracker! Oh, we have someone else in the Stasis Delirium? Oh, did they pop in and I missed them? Awesome, hello! Thank you for popping by. Always good to meet a friend of Justin. Any friend of Justin is a friend of mine, that's for sure. Okay, so once again, Dr. Light told us most of the story. There's a bit more to the freeze cracker. So we'll get the last of the first 4 Robot Masters out of the way. Burst Man. I love his animation, like reach for the stars and yank one out of the sky. So, the Freeze Cracker has a couple of other things to it. First off, there's the Freeze Cracker by default. Now, you can aim it upwards or downwards. It will freeze solid certain background elements, specifically the lava in Jumpman stage, and that's going to be key to getting one of the circuit plates. Also, the large bullet will do its full amount of damage. The smaller bullets that splinter off will do much smaller damage. And count bombs. Actually, this might have been the count bomb where the Neo came in. I think these might be count bomb Neo. And as you can see, they like to have fun with these things. Unfortunately, they don't have really a huge blast radius, so you can kind of futz around them. And I'm gonna rush jet a little bit. Right. I was kind of keeping that as a surprise, but yes, you are right, Red Panda. But I will be showing that off. And that was absolute dog's breakfast I just did there. Don't worry about it. Not quite the shotgun ice. This goes in 6 directions instead of the shotgun ice, which splatters out in a bunch of directions, but only backwards. And unlike the weapons in the X series, there's no charging this up. Oops, that was kind of clumsy. Yeah, I was glad Mega Man 7 came around because I was not impressed by the X series at all. I almost said the X games, like they were skateboarding or something. Yeah, I am not a fan of the X games in the least. And there I just did it again. The X series in the least. So I'm glad that Mega Man Classic still came to the Super NES and continued on. And this crowd here is fairly easy to deal with as long as you keep up a steady stream of fire and fake out the fireballs like that. And then do the slide under. I'm used to fighting them Buster only because I usually do this stage first, so I don't really know like what else really works on them. The Mega Man homepage actually has really nice write-ups on what does damage to a lot of things. Oh, and by the way, you do not want to jump in Celebration here because you will be propelled up very quickly instead of floating up gently, and that is very likely to send you flying into a set of spikes. I don't know, I can recharge, I'm not gonna wait. Okay, maybe I am. Yeah, if anybody's wondering what I didn't care for in the X series, number one, X was just emo. I mean, you know, I normally don't mind some emo, but X was, you know, Mega Man was like, you know, I don't like fighting, but I'm gonna do it because it's my duty. And, you know, if Wily's gonna put up with this, is gonna do this stuff, then I'm gonna do what I have to do. X is, why do we have to fight? And, you know, I destroyed their lives, and can't we ever have peace? And, you know, just shut up. And what would a Mega Man game be without Yoku blocks? I know the answer. It's enjoyable. Oh, I would say, I don't remember if there actually ever was a 9. But 7 is really what doomed it. It was terrible. Well, I mean, you know, they were like, you know, new console, you know, new generation. I can understand the meaning and the idea behind that, but it was just too much of a departure. I also didn't really care for the fact that you started with an overall lower amount of energy than the Mavericks. And yeah, it did kind of look like Krang, didn't he? And you basically had to find 4 hidden containers to break even with them. That was not something I really cared for. You know, if anything, after I went through all that effort, I wanted to be slightly ahead of it. It also pissed me off that while I liked the idea of the refillable sub-tanks, if you had gone through all the trouble to get all the heart containers, so you got your actual full genuine life meter, what you were supposed to have, a full sub-tank wouldn't fill it. I'm like, you kidding me? I did like some of the creativity with the weapons, and the Mavericks were interesting. Some of the music in there, I still listen to regularly to this day. Crystal Snail and Morph Moth, their music from Mega Man X2 is particularly cool to me. Now, the interesting thing is, Hyanard, yeah. And yeah, let's not forget Split Mushroom. The first time I heard Split Mushroom, I thought it was a penis. So we have something interesting going on here with Burst Man, since I did it in this order. Burst Man actually has 2 different weaknesses. He's involved in 2 different weakness loops. One is the first 4 closed in, and the other is the overall weakness loop with all 8 Robot Masters. So he is vulnerable to both the Freeze Cracker and later on to Turbo Man's weapon, the Scorch Wheel. That's the bitch trying to get out of those bubbles if you get caught in them, because you can shoot them or slide out of them at the very top, but if you are not careful, they will take you into the spikes. If Burst Man starts to corner you, you can do a jump, hold the jump button down and bounce off those bubbles on the side, and it will take you all the way across the screen to the other end. Those bubbles can be destroyed a lot easier with the Mega Buster. The Scorch Wheel actually works even better on them, because it will destroy the orange bubbles. It will go right through them, but it won't destroy the Danger Wrap bubbles, which is the weapon we're about to get. The Danger Wrap fires out a bomb encased in a bubble, doesn't it? Well, doesn't it? Answer me! Yes, but it can also be used to encase other things besides bombs. Now, there's a fair amount going on here with this weapon, so there's going to be some more to it. You get Danger Wrap. And with the first 4 out, we hit a midpoint here. Welcome home, Mega Man. Dr. Light, what do you think of bass? I'm allergic to it myself. I prefer tuna. His actions don't seem to indicate a threat, which is why he attacked you immediately when he saw you. I don't believe he is our enemy. I'm just as naive as you are. What the shit? I love how he looks to the left but somehow sees the monitor. What is this? Wily is attacking the Robot Museum. You must leave now, Mega Man. I turn my back to you. This relationship is over. And so we go to the midpoint with the Robot Museum, and the music is awesome. It's a mix of about 3 different Mega Man themes from the past. Note the metal bushes there, and the monorotor up there at the top. And in the glasses and containers we have Snake Man, You can see Plant Man in the background. We have Blizzard Man. We have Flame Man, Feral Man, Heat Man, and another Plant Man for some reason. I don't understand that. And we have this big broken glass container. That can't be ominous or nothing. Real quick, I want to show you the intricacies behind the danger wrap. First off, the basic danger wrap. That's what you get. Now, that's if you just hold the button regularly. There are variations if you're moving. Like if you're running, danger wrap goes a lot further out. If you hold up, it goes straight up. If you hold down, you drop a bomb on the ground, which is sometimes useful. The other neat thing is it said it can be used to encase things other than bombs. Specifically, you can encase enemies with it, and they will float around in the bubble, and eventually the bomb will explode and take them out, but in the meantime, you can bump the bubble into another enemy and take them both out with the same explosion. And we have Skullman and Ringman, and that's the robot that was missing, Gutsman. And this can't bode well. And that was a rather clean ceiling break. And I do know the name of this boss. This is MASH. And he is a pain in the ass sometimes. What you have to do is shoot at the very tiny head, and then dodge it as it moves around. Now, its actual weakness is Danger Wrap. That will do the most damage to it, but getting it there is kind of problematic. The Thunderbolt is actually a little bit easier for detaching the head from MASH. And it is very problematic trying to avoid both of those things at once. A little bit easier weapon to use is the Thunderbolt. Also, you cannot knock MASH's head off while it is spinning like that. Whoa. Okay, MASH usually goes right back to where his head is. That kind of surprised me. Okay, we're going to need a little pick-me-up here. Okay. Also of interest, the two robot masters in the background, for those who don't know, are Ringman and Skullman. Skullman on the left, Ringman on the right. They're both from Mega Man 4, and they were both created with the express purpose of killing Mega Man. Most every other robot that was stolen by Dr. Wily had some other purpose before it got reprogrammed. They were made by Dr. Cossack, actually, when Dr. Wily kidnapped his daughter Kalinka and took the 6 robots he made to kill Mega Man. But the thing I've always thought is that Dr. Cossack made Skullman to tip off Mega Man that Wily was involved. Mega Man's a disaster. Wily's robots are rampaging through the middle of the city. Get going! Yeah, so basically Skullman was sent after Mega Man by Dr. Cossack to say, hey, this is the real culprit. Okay, and now we got the other 4. So now the board is complete and we can exploit the full weakness cycle.